flash floods, tornadoes, and colder temperatures. Nikki Justice has the latest on the weather. Thank you, Amanda and Kendall. Yes, winter is going without a fight, as the northeaster is preparing for its third winter storm. The U.S. will be hit with a dramatic storm this week. The storm is called Winter Storm Skylar, and it will bring heavy snow and gusty winds to the northeast. The National Weather Service has issued the weather advisory. As we look into the map, as we can see that temperatures are around 39 degrees, 50 degrees as usual, but the storm will hit midnight. And unfortunately, if anyone is going to fly, unfortunately, 1,000 flights will be canceled. So apologize for that. But we'll look into today's weather. We'll see, today wasn't so bad, right? Daylight savings time didn't really ruin it for me. I hope at home it didn't either. Today was 71 degrees with the lows 55, humidity 63. The sun rose at 7 because of the daylight. But sunset, as we can see, it's setting later, guys. So after the show, you can catch the sun. And we'll look into this week. There's going to be really differences in rain. AM, PM showers are going to vary. I mean, Tuesday, it's going to be cloudy. And in the morning, then there's going to be a 40% chance of rain in the afternoon. As well as Wednesday, it's going to be partly cloudy, followed by 80% chance of rain later on. Thursday, AM showers. And with the sunshine later, and as we can see in the weekend, there's going to be partly cloudy skies in the morning, overcast, but it's going to rain. It's going to be 50% chance of rain. And so that's all I have for tonight. Thank you, ladies. Back to you at the desk.
I'm outside at the TSU where big things are happening at ASI headquarters. They're going to have a study night event where I had the privilege of talking to Megan Duffy, the ASI production director, who can give us more insight. And I asked some students what they feel about finals. Take a look.
We're going to have a variety of activities
When they're
such
done.
as massages. We'll have reptiles that students can pet. We'll have some different food. On the first night, we're going to do a breakfast theme. And on the second night, more of a video gamer snack theme with mozzarella sticks, chicken fingers, fun things that students like to eat. We're going to be doing all-night study, which takes place on 2 different nights. One of them is on May 7th, the week before finals, and the other will be on May 14th, which is the week of finals.
I'm stressed. I pull all-nighters, and I drink plenty of Monsters.
Some people fall asleep in here. We actually had a room last year where we all camped out for like a whole day or two, and it was pretty insane. Yeah.
I brought a box of Monsters, Cheetos, like just a bunch of treats for everybody.
I personally do flashcards. I try and start early though, and if I'm being honest, get a good night of sleep the night before.
So don't forget, these late night events are going to happen the week before finals and during finals. If you would like to see the things that are going on during campus, you can follow them on Instagram and Facebook with ASI CSUF. My name is Sharon Cardona, reporting for OC News.
Teenagers today are suffering from depression at an increasing rate. Some of the causes may be due to materialism and the connection it has with social media. Reporter Mark Kamali has more.
Thank you, Riley and Robbie.
There's definitely huge changes that are happening just around the corner. Fast food chains are adding tech buddies into the team. You can find a new friend named Flippy, the burger flipping robot in Cali Burger in Pasadena. Flippy was developed by Miso Robotics, has a 6-axis robot arms, and has reported to grill 150 burgers per hour. Flippy is as humble as it comes. Instead of being a bot worked perfectly on the job, Flippy uses artificial intelligence to improve on its burger flipping technique. Many of us are wondering, will the robots replace fast food workers? CEO founder David Zito says, quote, "The kitchen of the future will always have people in it, but we see that kitchen having people and robots. This technology is not about replacing jobs. We see Flippy as the third hand." Cali Burger gets exclusive rights to use the services of Flippy for 6 months in partnership. But after, other fast food restaurants will be allowed to buy the robot. Flippy runs around 60 grand per unit, but the price could go up as it gains more experience. 3D printing has been around for some time, but have you ever heard of printer printing 3D metal? 3D metal printers are mainly reserved for large corporations. They come with a price tag of $25,000. However, as technology advances, we are able to print metal objects from the comfort of our own homes. They could simply print objects such as a replacement part for a car. If you want a 3D metal printer, you can get one yourself, but it'll be costing around $100,000 for the company Markforged. But if you want a more affordable printer, you can buy an MP Mini Delta 3D printer for the price of $159. Can typing your thoughts get tiring? You can become a mini podcaster on Facebook by leaving a voice updates for your friends to hear on Facebook. Facebook is testing out a new option that will let users put voice clips on their status updates. It's pretty straightforward. When you post a status update, you can click on Add Voice Clip in the status options. A waveform graphic appears and you can start talking. And for those who love talking nonstop, the voice clip has no limit. That's the latest on technology. Back to you at the desk.
I'm here at the TSU Pavilion Live, where they're doing Culture Couture Night, which will be a night filled with entertainment, live music, and of course a fashion walk of various cultures here in Cal State Fullerton. Let's go inside and see what's all about.
The 8th annual Culture Couture event was held by the Association for Intercultural Awareness, a branch of ASI. The night was dedicated to 22 clubs on campus to bring cultural awareness to students.
My favorite part of the night is to watch many cultures dancing. It's really amazing to see they showcase their talent and for everyone to watch the show, and it's a really wonderful time to learn about their culture.
All the performances were rehearsed by the club members themselves.
So the style we dance to is a term called yosakoi. It's a traditional form of dancing, also known as shukibushin. It's very traditional to Japan, and a lot of dances have sprung out from it.
Collaborative murals were also displayed, showing cultural hardships.
We all come together because they're part of ICA, and we kind of fund them for their organization, and they in return help us with our events. So this is one of our bigger events so that we can hold all the culture clubs together and kind of show them all together, because they have their own different kind of events by themselves, but you have like individual ones. You don't get to see them all together and kind of bring it to show how big the cultures we have, how many cultures we have. We have like 22.
So this is Sharon Cardona reporting for OC News.
Thank you, Matt. Yes, today was super hot and there was clear skies. But let's look at other parts of the country where they're experiencing spring a little bit different than us. As you can see, that is Wrigley Field in Chicago, where there was a snowstorm which led the game to be canceled. So it's going to be postponed tomorrow, Tuesday, for anyone who wants to watch the Cubs and the Pittsburghs. But first, let's look at the national weather. As you can see, East Coast, we can see 40s, 50s, really cold. And then Northeast, you can see those are the windstorms. It's still cold up there. We can see the 30s, the 40s. But as we push to Midwest, pushing down here, we see it's getting a bit warmer. But as you can see, there's a reason why it was really hot today, because there's high temperatures dominating right here, mid-California. There's a ridge blocking, thus preventing cold weather and rain, and the high pressures are building up, which is why we have dry air, hot temperatures, and it's going to be pretty windy. And also, as we can see today, the temperatures, let's go back real quick to the temperatures. It's going to be really hot, especially SoCal, going down parts of Arizona, touching parts of New Mexico and Texas. So everyone, there's no worries, it's just gonna be hot. And we looked at today's weather, which was, it was really hot. The highest was 98, but it is cool down to 91 degrees. And speaking of that, today is National Unicorn Day. So we are blessed to have this beautiful day. The humidity was 14%. The sun rose at 6:28 a.m. And you can catch the sunset tonight at 7:18 p.m. That's a bit later, as we can see. Longer days are slowly happening. And then let's look at the rest of the week. So Tuesday, it's going to be the only day that's going to be hot, a little bit hotter than today. We're going to expect some 85s, high 91s. But as you can see, the rest of the week, it's going to be sunny. See, Wednesday through Thursday, it's going to be a bit chilly, but as we cross towards the weekend, we're going to see it's hot. So any of you guys that are ready for the weekend, for the beach, for Coachella, this is the perfect temperature. That's all I have for today's weather. Back to you at the desk.
I had the Furby, and I had like over hundreds of them, but they would talk in the middle of the night, so I kind of got over that.